Hello, Caitlin, Michelle, and Leslie. I want to make this video just to thank you for the work that you've been doing in the course so far. We got off to a really nice start with the first module, and now delving into Plato. And then for Friday, we're going to do Dewey, and Dewey is obviously educational philosopher that we're going to come back to over and over again in this course. Probably the most important American educational philosopher. And this video is also going to be kind of going off topic. I've posted underneath this video a short PowerPoint with two extended quotes from Marie Montessori. The fact that Michelle, if I'm understanding correctly, you teach in a Montessori school made me think of these quotes, and they have some relevance for many of the different conversations we've been having. So what I want you to do is look at the first slide of the PowerPoint, and then I'm going to make some comments about it, and then you'll look at the second slide of the PowerPoint, and I'll make some comments on it. All right, so go ahead and pause this video and read the first slide of the PowerPoint from Marie Montessori. And as you do that, the point that she's making here relates to the conversation we've had about can a teacher learn from their students in the same way that students learn from the teacher. All right, so not only is she saying, if I'm reading her right, that teachers can learn from their students, but she's saying that teachers are in the very best position of anybody in all of society to learn about society from their students. She says that the school is the only place that brings everybody together, and the teacher gets to see the developmental growth of the child, and nobody can understand and learn about society and culture and everything in the world better than a teacher can. So I guess Marie Montessori might be on the other side of that question that Berkfield raised for us. All right, in a second I'll ask you to pause and then go to the second slide. The second slide, though, she takes a little bit different twist on it, I think, because her idea is that idea of a teacher learning from their students can only happen when the students are in a free environment. So go ahead and pause the video and read what she has to say about that. So she says that a traditional school with the structure that I think most of us are used to would be like a scientist trying to understand butterflies by looking at dead butterflies pinned beautifully up on a wall instead of viewing them in their natural state. So although she doesn't talk about it here, I think this obviously has some implications for what she might say about virtue in children and children being evil or good, or is virtue taught or not taught, because she must have some innate faith in the goodness of children if she would believe that an educational system should remove the constraints from students. So this is completely off the topic of what we're doing. It just made me think of it when I saw Michelle taught in Montessori, and I've enjoyed these quotes from Marie Montessori in the past. And so if you want to extend the conversation on this part or bring it into other conversations, feel free to do so with the link below here or just as we go through the class. One other thing I want to bring up is that you've mentioned a few of your posts how you're taking research methods and you're looking for connections between the two. One nice connection might be with the first paper that you're writing. Now, it's getting a little bit ahead to talk about that. And it's not a long paper, but it is a paper where I ask you to go and investigate a little bit more on your own. And I give you a few different topic areas. One of the topic areas you can investigate is the question about should research be mandated to be scientific research. And some of this comes out of the National Panel Report on literacy and some of the debates about the requirements that were in that report that suggested that research had to be randomized true experiments or it couldn't count for the report, and some of the implications about what that meant about the recommendations coming from that report. Some people thinking that the assumptions that the National Panel Report made, some epistemological, philosophical assumptions, then naturally led to a constrained view of teaching of literacy and how you would do that. So I think both sides of that both have a lot to say about literacy and a lot about research methods and philosophy. So you might be interested in doing that first paper on the National Panel Report. Definitely don't have to if that doesn't, if that seems not relevant to you or kind of dry. Certainly can pick a different topic. All right. Look forward to seeing you online.